Hello everyone and welcome to another Tutorial Thursday video. My name is Swiss, and for this week we're going to be continuing from last week's video about stage and how to use stages for Snake and Snake's advantage, disadvantage, stuff like that. And for this week we're going to be doing Final Destination. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe to the content, and let's go ahead, let's dive right in and let's get it. So Final Destination, otherwise known as FD for short, is considered by most Snake players one of Snake's worst stages, which can be true or not true. It's really all dependent on the matchup in my opinion. Certain matchups, Snake actually can do very well on this stage. So as an example, I feel that when I fight Clouds on FD, I do a lot better than I do on platform stages like PS2, Battlefield, and stuff, Lilat, stuff like that. So definitely keep an open mind about FD, because again, certain matchups could definitely help you in this on this specific stage in general. So when it comes to like setup, now obviously a lot of people don't really like FD with Snake because as far as setups goes, C4 and stuff, there's no platforms, right? So you can't platform pressure with up tilt. There's no C4 to really, people will get like kind of confused on like where to place C4 on the stage. Since there's no platform, because the general layout of Snake is you want to place a C4 on platform because it hits below, above, and on the platform itself. But because FD has no platforms, that can kind of mess with some Snake players where they just feel like the stage just isn't good because there's no platforms. But again, you know, all dependent on matchup. So it's really all dependent on, again, the matchup, on how you want to actually play C4. Now, I think if you're not too familiar with the matchup, placing C4 on ledge, like when you knock your opponent off, can be good to create some form of edge guarding with the C4. So you can kind of have that C4 here, use it as coverage, and then like have that option to be able to cover the stage with the on ledge as an edge guard with C4. So you could do that. Now, in this stage, you kind of have to be very aware of where your opponent is going to be if they're staying in one spot specifically on the stage, and then take advantage of that. What I mean by that is, let's say, as an example, you're playing this Dark Samus, or Samus in general. Let's say like they keep on using projectiles in the corner, like over here or something. So things Elite Smash related, I guess you could say. So what you could do is try to battle the Samus, or you could place it right here, try to force the try to walk up to the Samus and play CQC up until the Samus will run away, and then go to the other side of the stage, use projectiles, then you have this C4 here for them. If they specifically want to stay on this side of the stage, you could try to come in, try to hit them if possible, get the C4 here, that way it shuts down where they're going to be at. So that way they have to get out of the corner and they have to move and fight you up close. Otherwise, if they stand over here, then C4 is going to be in the way. Another thing as well is going to be a center stage. I feel like C4 can be very good on center stage. It stops your opponent from wanting to come in. They may be forced to run shield. If that's the case, you can grab them. If they run up and jump over it, then you can retaliate with a back air of some sort, or up tilt for the anti-air. Or if they double jump, you know, you got the up air, of course. So having center stage can be very good. Some characters really love to play center stage, or some players slash, you know, characters in general want to keep center stage. Whether it's like Samus liking to keep Samus center stage and try to camp you out from here, or a Belmont, maybe a K. Rool, or maybe even someone that just wants to keep center stage in general that's a rushdown character, not really a projectile heavy character like Lucina or something like that, where they just want to stay center stage close to you, so that way they can have their moment of finding out when they want to come in and hit you. So you could have the C4 there to kind of halt them from doing that. So there's that. So that's generally how you want to use C4. And now as far as grenades goes, you know, grenades, there's a lot of room on this stage for actually using grenades, so you can kind of do like whatever you want basically. You don't have to worry about being too confined in one space, because again, FD is pretty long pretty big, so you don't have to worry too much about running out of room like you would on, let's say, Lilat or, you know, or Battlefield or anything like that. So again, you have a lot of room for movement and stuff like that. The blast zones are pretty big as well, you know, off of the sides, on the bottom and the top. You can see that on the map as well. The bottom is bigger than the top, so if you accidentally miss input or air dodge off stage or something like that, you have more than enough time to just be able to get back on, back to ledge or stage or anything like that. So that's really good about the stage too. So yeah, as far as grenades goes, again, just to kind of go back into that, you can kind of just do what you would normally do. Again, this is basically like PS2, except like there's no platforms in a way, because you have a lot of room for movement, setup, and stuff like that. Now, outside of that, being in an advantage state in this stage, you know, is pretty good as well, because like in the advantage state, when you're up close to them, you know, you have down tilt that, you know, covers a lot of range, obviously, and then in the neutral as well, you have a lot of room to like throw these grenades and then just kind of move in behind them like that, because again, there's a lot of room here. And when you get them off stage, you know, it's just pretty much the same thing. You can use up smash freely on this stage versus Battlefield, because there's no platforms, nothing to stop the up smash, so you could definitely feel free to use up smash. Again, all dependent on the matchup. You know, some matchups you don't want to up smash in, but for the general usage of up smash, this stage is, you could be very comfortable for using up smash, because again, there's no platforms or anything to really stop you from doing that. So I generally like to use it from roll distance. I'm pretty sure that's what most of you guys do anyways. Some people like to use it up close, unless you're like MVD, they like to use it like this, so that way the up smash kind of just drops straight down. If your opponent has a low recovery option, then, you know, that's really good. For the most part though, most people will use it from roll distance because it's the most laggy option. So using it from roll distance will be you'll be farther away from them, and it'll be harder for them to punish you for doing that. All right, so that's why you don't really want to do it up close, because you can get up attacked. They could drop down ledge, hit you with an aerial if they wanted to. If they time it right, they could do a neutral get up and then grab you or hit you or something like that. So that's very important to know. But for the most part, I mean, stage controlling the stage with explosives in general is really good, because again, when you throw grenades, you don't really have to worry about it too much just flying off the stage like you would on a smaller stage. So again, that's why the stage is good, because there's a lot of room. Now, when you're going up high, you have a lot of time in the air to land, because there's no platforms, of course, so there's only just a ground level. So you could set up your Nikitas if you want here, and you know, you have a lot of room for B reversing as well, so you have a lot of time to actually be able to B reverse if you wanted to. So there's that as well. And other than that, that's pretty much it. There's not really too much to go over the stage, to be honest, as far as I can think of, because again, it's just a very neutral stage, it's a flat stage. And again, most of you guys may not think that it's Snake's strongest stage, which can be agreeable. It's just really dependent on the matchup, so keep in mind of that. Some matchups Snake actually thrives on FD, and like I said, my experience with Cloud, playing Clouds on Battlefield, PS2, Smashville, Town and City, and all this other stuff, I feel that FD is just one of those strong stages for Snake when it comes to that specific matchup. Now, I'm sure there's other matchups, of course, where you'll be able to play a lot better on FD, but for the most part though, you know, that's just something you have to try out yourself and see what you like as far as like the matchup goes. But other than that, that's basically it. There's not really too much else to go over with the stage, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to leave anything additional about the stage, definitely leave it down below. I would definitely like to read that. Again, thank you so much for watching the video. I have Twitch, Twitter, and other social media platforms down below. Check those out if you can, please. And I'll see you all on the next video. Bye now.
never duplicate you, never multiply too. Everyone copy and paste, mask all up in on their face. Disney fantasy and PH, they are cool with their complacent. You feel it in you, then you brush it off. You ain't significant, but you got something we want, and your whole life is a taunt, cause you will not just comply. Waking up for your day.